Hello, and welcome back to Factorio Space Exploration. I'll put copper real quick because it was causing a lot of issues. And it wasn't worth building another train station, so I'm very close to finishing the research for the Spidertrons, which will make it hopefully easier to take out spiders. I don't really know how they will actually handle versus 0.98 evolution factor, but especially without energy shields. It's getting closer. I just need to be prepared for when it's actually able to be crafted. I was actually finally almost completely caught up on the concrete path. Cool. Yeah, because all my circuits are dead. This one's dead because of chromium, but green circuits aren't flowing because I don't have copper. Because I have copper here, I have copper there. This needs to be fixed. That is supposed to have a train limit of 2, but it needs to not go up this way. Yeah, copper is an issue. I still haven't made a copper planet because I kept delaying. Is my coal dead? That took a very long time for it to die. Coal delivered here. I'm not gonna be able to find where that... Where was coal being mined? Coal was being mined up here. No, this is... Oh. Those are outside. Okay, so yeah, that is dead. Should probably go to the drop-off. This needs to be renamed. I haven't needed coal in a long time. I haven't needed to mine coal. That's the easiest place. Change the shutdown there to a pickup and just feed it coal instead of copper. Base does really simplify this type of stuff if that actually set up properly. Oh wow, this is old. So incredibly old. Very weird to see it. Pre-beacon, pre-modules. Is this just slow? I don't think it is slow. I think it just looks that way. Hello. Why is there no train here? Oh, because it's a pickup free, yeah. Hope you're doing well. So that's cleaned up. The copper is still bad. That is Very weird coverage. Okay. In 5 minutes I should have that. Exoskeletons are limited by motors. Motors are limited by electronic circuits. Really need these circuits to be moving. Do I have a dead copper location that's still connected? Oh, was this copper? Yes. That one died. I wish I could automate this. There must be a way. I could probably shut it down once this doesn't change for long enough. It would take a while. I was setting up the coal, but I don't actually need coal right now. This supplies me with an okay amount of copper. Just absolutely should make a different space. Mine a planet for copper, but it might be good to scale up my core mining to get a little more copper. Load empties are bad here, but I can't actually set the bot crafting until this is done. Very, very close. And now it's going to drop to 0 science, I bet. It's the classic of a non-well-made system. Just before the research almost finishes, it dies. It should recover, I think, but it's certainly classic that when it's less than 20 science away, it falls apart briefly. Or entirely. Why would I not have enough chemical gel? Am I not shipping enough stone into space? Or something? Petroleum gas? The issues at B. It's a classic though. Dying at 98%. Barrels. The barrels should be fine. It's the crafting of the drop pods of the issue. Because of low density structures. An issue because of plastic. Oh, the coal. Okay, the coal is important. I haven't touched that part of the factory in such a long time. And I forgot. Forgot the most important part. But train loading. make use of this. Oh, power will be fine. Lots of things to check. I need to check how this ship's doing. That's good, that's good. Okay. That's all I needed to check, I guess. Nice, and so many productivities needed. Mostly nice and productive, but not quite. Really not. Unnecessary as it is, but... Okay, why is that bottom one not? I'm bad at drawing straight lines. Which is especially impressive because all I was doing was... should have been holding my mouth still. And... holding right. Well, holding D. Up again. These will stay here forever. And this will appropriately source everything I need. This should hopefully be enough coal. Meteor, been there for a long time. Ooh, this rocket is actually set up properly. Oh. Hello. That's fine. How is this? Production's under what it needs to be. You mean don't starve together? What I played on Sunday? It is a survival game that technically is... I mean, it was originally a multiplayer version of a single-player game. But it's changed a lot from being just that. How many more seconds? Should I get around to making the copper? Really should. Pretty good sound. Oops. What I have to rebuild this anyway. It's just a critical thing, because this is going to need to be updated for new beacons. Yeah. I mean... Oh. I could see cheesecake making... or whether it's actually cheesecake put into it. I could see that making a milkshake thicker. But I think... there's weird types of milkshakes. Like, I hope it's good at least. It's unfortunate. It's like, I think a thick milkshake is preferable to one that's like completely thin. But too thick that you can't actually drink it. Maybe it's drink a little bit hard to drink, but... why is this here? Oh yeah, that was to input stuff from my inventory. That should help a little. I guess that would come from the cheesecake? I mean, cheesecake's kind of a weird dessert in some ways to me. Boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah, okay, it's not this that I need. That was needed for the exoskeleton leg things. No, it isn't. Need this? Yes. Oil's not going because this isn't crafting, this isn't... this should be crafting now. Oh, that's where I needed it. Too many steps of separation for me to keep track of. Oh, this is... unsurprisingly going poorly. Is this so much slower than I thought it would be? Because this is still broken. Because this doesn't actually distribute it left-right very well for some reason. Because it grabs from one side. Oh, there's... you could never get away with one drone in Factorio. Like... what? Almost 7,000 drones? Moving stuff around here. Oh, wait, what is this at now? It's gradually falling. Everything's broken. I guess I never connected this. So I could do that. Yeah, I can kind of picture it a little. With, obviously, very different, levels of actual micromanaging. This beacon doesn't look like it is. Only speed modules. these to be launching. This is one that we need. And it is doing an okay job. Now I've got that, which means eventually this will have production. Oh no, I'm feeding off of this, aren't I? Which means that I need to wait till this gets supplied. So now it's working. Giving me biomass. Feed the biomechanical data eventually. Yeah, I can't remember when I played for. But I think I beat it other than getting the highest rank stuff on all the, like, I'm gonna call them minigame challenges. On all the challenges is the actual word. Other than all the challenges, I think I did everything, and it was fun. I mean, I could honestly probably play it again. But not, I won't, because it's still too close when I last played. Okay, this is going. Please give me science. That is all that I need. Give me 10 significant data. Please use it all for the bioscience. Yeah. You've mentioned it, and how you were considering getting in and playing it or something. Okay, this should be enough research. Make the Spidertron. And at the time, I think I looked it up specifically, and it, like, I found it weird that they mentioned some sort of, what, Lovecraftian eldritch horror type facet to it. What is Spidertron is a logistics. I'm gonna need to steal some biomass from space, because I'm not gonna deal with that. But the biomass is a bit underproducing right now, so I don't have any to steal. Oh, why is the methane bad? This should never be bad. Oh, okay. I misjudged it. Oh, I can't put it there. Can't put it there either. Sure. Would I play Vintage Story? I don't honestly know. Is this going? It is going good. I feel like I should make a buffer. Like all liquids. I don't want a little bit of a buffer. questionable place to build a buffer. Research is going okay. This is not. Everything's fallen apart. Did I actually need this? This didn't actually. Didn't actually measure the amount of nutrient I need to produce. This doesn't look right. It's being hit by the beacon. It's making 80 per second. Why is it 80 per second? Oh, this is per minute. Yes, the math is fine. I need 270 methane per minute, which is a non-issue. Oh. Well, it might be that it might be better now. That might be too loud. I think when moving my microphone thing, there's a thing for the gain, which is, I guess, basically the volume. And when moving the microphone, I think I might have turned it a little. And then when trying to fix it, I turned it the wrong direction because it's on the opposite side. Might be a little loud still. If that's better. It seems... Hopefully that's fine now. If it's loud or too quiet, let me know. Okay, this is going okay. For the short term, I am going to speed this up. Okay, good. Thanks for letting me know, because yeah, I thought that I'd turned it back to where it should be. But I think what I actually did was turn it to the minimum. Yeah, I could just build that myself now. Kind of too easy to turn that. Which I just need to be careful. I'm here to grab storage components. The ones with the 2, which I do not have crafting, which is why I don't have any. Okay, perfect. Those. Science is going slowly. I need to queue my energy shields because I want the Spidertrons to survive. Bio, low density, processing units, rough. Don't know if the copper is keeping up or catching up is more the correct meaning. I really do want to scale this up because the density is so low. I guess that means I should redo if I want copper or at a random number per minute being sourced from core fragments. Okay, that's probably too low of a number, say 5,000 as a baseline. And then get the number of... That's definitely not set up to work in this system, which is fine. Oh. Space Factory. I was focused much. Space Factory. This bit. Basically, everything in space is for making science and doing research. I mean, crashes... Well, I guess if it's crashes due to running out of resources, that is probably not... That might not be an issue for the install itself. Just, it can't be handled by your computer maybe, but... Often crashes mean there's an issue with it. Just a defining. It's interesting. It's probably, tough to get that work. Because, I mean, even... My brain... I think... Maybe I'm wrong. I've assumed that Minecraft is a much simpler game, but even that has issues when it comes to mixing a bunch of mods together that weren't explicitly made to work together. Do I need the Vitalic reagent? I will, but I can't do anything with it yet. Well, that's not a viable research right now. There's some funny research here. Can I do the... I guess if I can research the radar construction pylons, I probably should. They seem unreasonably expensive for something that I'm not going to use, so... Research speed's not that helpful, hypercooling's not needed right now. I'm sharing all this stuff. Yeah. Well, a lot, I guess, to make it work. Oh yeah, I could research the railgun, which means that I could actually get ammo for it. Ah. I am the background, which is pretty good. This is all just falling apart. I think the biggest thing that I can... Oh, this is actually working right now, good. The biggest thing that I could improve... I'm surprised the coal's not enough. Is it not set up properly? No, it is. Is it just playing catch-up? Yeah. It's one of those things where... Why is the coal going this way? Oh, for the steel. Ah, and it's probably a higher priority? Yes, that's why. That makes sense. Yeah, and it's probably... Like, the existence of ad block probably increases the amount of ads, except for the fact that in reality, companies would always increase ads gradually, so the existence of ad block doesn't really make it worse. Because they would take advantage of whatever they can, no matter what. So, it then becomes ad block is... It's insufferable to live without it. Okay. Not having to click the skip, certainly. I'll just be like, oh, it's something in the actual background. Oh, an ad's playing. I have to switch to it, click skip, wait, click skip. It's all a nuisance. Okay. It's a very... It's... Ads are funny to me. I think from a, I don't know, purely technical point of view, advertising is kind of interesting. But then the reality that you live in the world where advertising is constantly everywhere kind of sucks. Okay. I think everything's running okay. The copper is not currently an issue. It still needs to be improved, but plastic is the biggest issue. Because this is being eaten up for it to... Ah, yes, there's a lot of plastic that needs to go into here. Makes sense. Kind of an interesting... Does it cause, like, brief blips of interruption, basically? Oh. I'm just thinking, like, ads. Oh, yeah, the top of ads makes me think of, like, podcasts. Or... Podcasts are kind of interesting, because some of them... Mid-roll ads, whatever, they're automated, not made by the people, that are location specific. So as long as it has location data, it's relevant to where you are when you download a podcast. Which means that if you're in a French-speaking region, you'll get French ads. It's always quite... It almost makes up for the fact that there's ads and everything. It's like, oh, here's this random French ad for some reason. I feel like there was some sort of, not top-down, but there was some sort of weird Minecraft mod that made it sideways 2D, which Terraria exists. It's silly, but I think purely trying to go Minecraft and not a survival game with square building, I don't think it could ever be the same. But there are games that I think sort of do some of that, of what Minecraft does, that are top-down. Not that I can think of the names off the top of my head. Oh, that's a horrific flow of robots. This 6.8K all being utilized. A lot. Just a lot of robots. Oh, they blew up my ship. Pokemon. Oh. Pokemon is... Classically, it was a top-down game. Oh, you're using that as a reference point for top-down game. Wait. Oh, I'm running out of that. I'm running out of that. This is just not working. Because that's not there. That's fine. That's running, but I think I have to do core mining. Yes, interesting. Sort of, I think it's fun and neat. It is interesting how far people make, like, oh, it's a Pokemon game with a bunch of additional stuff. Like base building, though base building's not the craziest. It's kind of neat. Okay, I want more core mining. The issue with core mining is it's not really not worth the time. And I really just want a spider to destroy stuff for me. Okay. Biomass, I can go steal. This looks weird. Kidnapped the biomass. Actual milk instead of a milkshake. Yeah. I've never actually... I mean, I think the only thing you can really do if a milkshake is too thick... I don't think you want to add milk to shale. You just sort of stir it and warm it up with your hands and stuff. What am I doing? I'm putting biomass in the crafting for Spidertrons. And good low density. This setup is super jank, and it really needs a lot of work. Kind of my whole infrastructure is crumbling. It's like a technical debt or something. Okay, yeah, very limited by exoskeletons, which are limited by motors. Just put these here for now. Okay. I then need to make energy shields, which the Mark 3s are not going to be doable. Put it. I need to craft these in space, don't I? Yep. Okay. What are the values of these shields? Mark 2s have 250 hit points and they recharge at 112 per second. Mark 3s double the HP. More than double the regen. Huge power draw. Gonna go poorly. But I've got spiders, at least. The grid is kind of gonna be an issue. Yes. Okay, I saw the tip. Go away. I can at least walk around in it. That's fun. Auto targeting without gunner. With gunner. Oops. Don't do that. Spidertron remote. I will give them all one Roboport 2 each. And I need batteries. They're not called they're not called batteries, they're called batteries. Personal batteries, which are somewhere here in the storage. I wish I'd organized this when I made it. I tried to, but I lost track. I'm certain somewhere. Yeah, I think they're pretty fun. Creature I have in... Oh wait, no, that one. No, that is correct. Okay, good. So, I need to give these guys requesters for... I don't know if I should split these 50-50. This is Spidertron rockets. So these Spidertrons will be full of rockets. I think I want to give them personal lasers. Personal, which I do not have. Lasers. A different issue. Yeah. I mean, Spidertron, if you were attacked by Spidertrons in this, it would be very annoying to deal with. Because, like, the fact that they can... Let me grab this for just a second. The fact that they can kind of just go over everything means that the only real defense would be killing them quickly before they get into your central base, and it would be very... It would be annoying to deal with. I guess I should just connect... Nope, this is dead too. Because of aeroframe scaffolds. Am I out of beryllium, or is it just slow crafting? It's clearly... It looks fine there. Well, like... It's sort of the... As a... Oh wow, that's way too long on the right. Like, as a player utility, Spidertrons are great, but they're somewhat, for at least this mod, for the time I've gotten them, it feels to me like they're probably going to struggle a bit to fulfill their role. I don't think that's going to be useful at all. 47 damage, 4.8 times 47. 4 up. 47. 225 damage per second. Probably just isn't enough. Like, they only have question mark amount of HP because I can't. Is there a way to alt? Control? I can't scroll the thing on the right side. There. Nope, still can't scroll it. Well, they have 3,000 health. They can be... I might as well make another one of those. What's it called? Spidertrons. They can be destroyed fairly quickly at this stage of the game. I need construction robots. 50 is all I would benefit from. I don't think I need logistics bots, but I feel like I might as well add them. So, these don't have power yet, so their lasers will do nothing and they might just die. I really just need these RTGs. So. The current plan will only be able to fit one RTG at most. But I could potentially fit 2 if I mess with this. I won't be able to put energy shields if I make them this way. Oh, this just feels really bad. Because the power supply is just not going to be enough. Oh yeah. I mean, it's reasonably basic tech. Which I think are probably necessary. Electromagnetic field data. There's a lot of stuff here. The electromagnetic field data is actually crafting as fast as it can. Could I... No, I could not. I could maybe craft more electromagnetic field data up there. No, the thermofluid. Didn't expect that I would want more of this. Which, really I don't, because I don't need to craft these quickly most of the time. It's just that I want more of them now. If I put these are 2x2. Oh, those are smaller than I expected. I was expecting these to be 2x4. That makes this more approachable. And this guy's got that. I'm gonna test this real quick. So. Easiest testing. If I can get over here, that would be good. I don't think I can. I'm gonna have auto-targeting on, just for now. Yeah, there are limitations to how far the Spidertrons can step. I think. Also not nearly fast enough, because I don't have space for exoskeleton legs. Which is Space Age, the expansion, getting like higher tier Spidertrons gives a lot more space, which means the Spidertrons have a much higher upper limit. So I want to see how this goes. It probably can't step across here. That's okay. It's not really great. Yeah, it's gonna break. I misclicked trying to escape. That's fine. It's not gonna work. It took way too long to get to Spidertrons, which means now I don't think they're actually even usable. I have them at least, which is fun. Obviously, that was only one. If I had 20 of them, all firing missiles, stuff would die. That also means that I lost all the grid stuff, which is not ideal, but I should steal a jetpack. Yeah, enough shields. The shields wouldn't have changed anything there, but the... Why do I not... Where's the... Why do I have none of these? Oh, that's fair. Like, the desired use case for Spidertrons right now is being able to just have a bunch of them. Remotely tell them, hey, charge this, and go around in circles and take it out without having to worry. The number of these that I'm gonna need to clear out, I mean, this is a small area. The number that I'm gonna need to take out something like this, I'm gonna need like 40 or more is my guess right now. Maybe the energy shields recharge in combat and that will be enough if I have like 4 of them. Because if they recharge in combat for 1,000 HP per second on the shields, that might be all I actually need. I just don't think that's... My impression is that I don't believe that's how it works. I could be very wrong. Okay, I'm gonna just walk away. Maybe I also shouldn't use explosive rockets. The issue is it is competing with this, where I can just sort of explode stuff. I don't know. It'll take a long time to get to the point where it would be dangerous, and I don't think it will ever die. Because of the common cold. I mean, it does okay. It's not as good as it feels like it should. So why is it not repairing itself right now? Because it doesn't have that. Fair enough. Okay, hop out. And group the spiders. Oh, I'm wearing the wrong dresser suit, which is why I fly so slowly. Well, it's not technically repairing itself. They can have roboports as part of their equipment, and the roboports let it use robots to use repair kits to heal itself. Now, can make the tier 3 of these, which hopefully crafts just fine. And then I can just forget about these until stuff collects. I'm thinking I want 25 of those. And 100 of those should be enough. 100 of those should be enough. I'm just going to forget about Spidertrons and hope that this... I can collect enough of these to make a group of Spidertrons that's actually usable. Oh, and okay, no, this is my own mistake. I forgot. Because these came so late in the tech tree, I forgot that fission reactors are better than the RTGs. The fact they crafted with the RTGs confused me. So I can have twice as much power, which is good. Yes, basically, because there's only this much space in the equipment grid. And I might not need as many batteries as I have here. I can probably cut it back a bit. But the roboport and power to supply everything is probably necessary. Do I have any of the greens? I have one, which means I can test a little more. Ooh, I crafted, nice. Because I need to see how this actually works, for sure. I have one of these, and... oh, that's really close to crafting. It just needs force field data. I need to see how the shields actually do work. I don't know where my force field data is. Atomic, entanglement, force field. Is low on electromagnet. That's rough. It makes sense why it's this way, but that's rough. It needs the electromagnet for this tier, then the force field requires that, and it's all chains. Well, I guess I'll just take one of those. So I should have... it should be 360 HP per second on the shield if it stacks how it probably does. Okay. Get into the ship. Get into there. It might each have their own individual charge. That's charging what looks pretty quick. That's... I don't know. It's hard to tell. Might be fine. But if they each only recharge their own, then it depends on how the draining works. Ah, one fun thing that I forgot about. I can go test there. I can now set my player effectively to walk automatically to a location without me having to worry, which is fun. Ooh. Busy, busy, busy. Okay, it's still going okay. I really need to fix the copper. Oh, I need to set up a squad of Spidertrons to build mining points. Because if I can send them with all the stuff they need and the robots to build it all, I can save a lot of effort. Yes, because... so yeah. Because the way it works is just the entire equipment grid, and everything takes up set amounts of HP. So The Roboport is necessary for the... I'm pretty sure it's necessary. I don't think it has any inherent function. The Roboport's necessary for it to use robots. It really looks funny. And the robots use the repair packs to restore the actual, like, physical durability of Spidertron. But the energy shields are their own thing entirely with how they exist. But the Roboport robot repairing, the robots actually exist as entities and they can be shot and killed. So in a huge swarm of attacks, it will probably just lose a lot of robots when it tries to heal itself, which is kind of annoying. I could have probably picked this up and it would have been faster. I really need these to be usable soon. But using them for building, I think, is probably what I should focus on first. So I can figure out how I want to set up. Construction Spidertrons can carry rockets, just for safety purposes. Let's carry, yeah, 800 seems fine. Those and safety rockets. Construction spiders. This wants bot. Want some of both types of bots, which I can never actually locate without searching, because they're in a different, they're in the logistics section. I could probably go more bots than that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick this up, or okay. I have to be careful because I don't want this to just break. Okay, now I can watch this. Yeah, they do both. Why is this not able to move? Why was it not able to step back? That's very confusing. It was trying to step back, but it couldn't. Weird. Please no trains hit me. Thank you. No idea why that robot spider was unable to step back. Did it... It was able to walk over there. Why couldn't it go back? Weird. Anyway, it did test that I think each thing charges... Each... Each, this is also really fast, each of the shields charges independently, I think. Which is good to know. Love how fast this is. It's very convenient. Okay, and just store this in a more manageable location. But my testing was fine. I still need a ton of robots before I want to do anything with them, but that's fine. The spiders exist. I'm gonna think about what I want these to have. I can probably set different groups, like spider mining, spider, what are they called? I'm gonna call it crafting, but that's not the word I want. Assembling. Yes. Assembling. And some other group if necessary. That this can carry wide beacons, speeds, productivities, and mining drills. Then I can set these as I need them. And then they can automatically fulfill their purpose. What's the... I think red's a mining color. More of a gray. These should be the same, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's black. So yeah, right in the middle is probably perfect. That's mining. Mining. Setup. Spider. That stays there. These guys will continue to exist. While waiting for stuff to collect. So I'm gonna wait for this to gather all of its resources, and then I can use it to set up some copper. I need rails. Spider trains. I want it to carry 2,000 rails. 20 stations is silly. I'm never gonna need more than 2 at any given time. Train stations. Signals I can do with a lot of, though. I shouldn't need to carry actual train cars. But I will need inserters and steel chests. The mining will need power. So that should let me build new stations. It rounds up to 4,000 without having to move around. It'll be good. So now that is waiting. Next step is, can I make better the next year of bioscience? So there are 3 new low-level components. That one's simple. This needs a vitalic acid, which will need me to get sulfuric acid, which kind of 50-50 on how I want to get that. It's a bit annoying. It's 131 petroleum per minute for the 26 chemical gel. How much? This goes through 160 per second at full speed. The other one goes through 225 per second. Times 10, 2,000. That is 50 per launch. If I wanted to use barrels of sulfuric acid, it would be presumably, yeah, 50 per barrel. 50, 30 barrels a minute? I don't think I can deal with it with my current train setup, but I have space. I could try and hook up a liquid input to here, but down below, that runs off the side and leave space for future adjustments. But input is here. Yeah, that should be awkward. I could maybe fit sulfuric acid into here. This is the output, this is the input. So I could, and that's the cycle here, so that's where it would need to be anyway, but this comes in from there. So I would need to cut this across that way. Wouldn't be impossible. It would just be better to modify this. That should be safe, and then I need to figure out what to do from here. I mean, yeah, I think it could be. To me, I think most things that are not... This would have been useful. that are not like heavily action heavy can sort of be made to work in something like Minecraft. I mean, you could just kind of make a weird mob. I can't. Like, there definitely must be no, like spiders that are more spider-like that exist, and then just making that sort of thing bigger and mechanical instead of spider-like. Though how you would get the more interesting elements, I don't know. I'm here for these. Okay. Well, this needs two. I really love trains in this. It's such a pleasing system. That doesn't look right. That is here, so I would want that to work with. Where here I am trying to connect that there. A few minor bits of weirdness. Signals look okay. Okay. So this will be this sulfuric acid drop off. Well, I think that's my naming convention. Good. Not the best convention. Okay. This spacing will not work. I need to pump this out and then pump it in. So I can't fit these, can I? Doesn't need to be full speed. Keep it as even as possible. Pump this into there. Get some tanks. That should be plenty. These are backwards. Nope, not backwards. Oh, silly. Okay, so that should work. Give me trains, but I actually need the liquid wagons. And this will let me get sulfuric acid, which will be annoying because shipping stuff is always a nuisance into space. Okay, good. Space, liquid, rail. All the keywords are there, even if the sentence makes no sense. Excuse me. Okay. This just needs to pick up and then drop off. I don't have the pickup yet. I can set up the drop off. Wait until cargo empty. Then I have to build a new train station elsewhere. Maybe I can do it with this. I can make a bad train station. I'm very good at that. Anywhere else with convenient access to sulfuric acid? I make a bad train station here. Oops, I left clicked and that made it go away. Good to know. So it can't pull off of that, so it has to come off of here. These trains did a good job not crashing. Is my Spidertron doing anything here? No, it is not. I guess I can't really test it at this range because it's too close. If I want to test it, I should send it to set up copper. Anywhere that is accessible. This one here. So I'll need to make sure I can pathfind to where it needs to go. Then I'll forget all about it. And in 2 hours, I'll be like, where did that spider go? And I will not be able to answer myself. There. Split that. Split that. One, two, three, four. Cut there. Terrain limit. Give me pickup 3, but with the correct icon. So that pump. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Do I need to? I don't. I don't need to add a pump anywhere there. Or tanks either. That should be fine. That should fill up. My train should be able to load itself. Go to actually connecting the this is pretty important to connect. And I'm going to have to adjust this side as well. Go further. Should one connection, I think there. That should be fine. That should be fine. Yes. Now where's sulfuric acid? Pickup 3. Full cargo. And go. This is not going to be great. Set elevator train. Sulfuric acid. So, sulfuric acid pickup. Full cargo, full fuel. Full cargo, full fuel. Oop. The drop-off can't be set yet because it's in space. Oh, that's it. It shouldn't have as much issue because this is liquid. I think my Spidertron should be approaching its destination. Yes. So will this work? On the surprise, also didn't include belts, but it doesn't work. Because I was the only one that I didn't give. The only one I didn't actually give. Robots too. Excellent. Okay, train still has not delivered sulfuric acid, so I can still be distracted. So now I'm gonna cut back on those. Why does that get stuck? Ah, a little lake. Go back on those, and I need to include belts. sulfuric acid very slowly. Ah. Yes. That makes sense to me. This doesn't need to go the whole way if I have tanks there because they can connect. That's fine. So, is my sulfuric acid slow? No, it's running at... Well, I was going to say running at full speed, but it's not actually beaconed, is it? It's pretty easy to make it run faster. These are seemingly not beaconed either. This shouldn't break anything. It'll cause a slight slowdown, but that's unavoidable. Nothing's complaining. Good. So these will speed up, which might not actually help much because they might be restricted by other stuff, but 210 per second. Humongous increase. And it's not enough sulfur to keep up, which is fine. Ooh. Not enough water is surprising, though. I guess it's probably still running off of a single pump. Feeding it from somewhere? Where's the water coming from? I thought it was over here. But yeah, it's a separate line. Where's my water? North? Up here? Yes. Weird. That was built so long ago. Non-efficient piping. This should help a lot. Yeah, now I have way more than water than I need. Which is how it should always be. So did this actually improve my sulfuric acid production? Probably not. It improved the potential, but I might just make a new production site. I have iron. I don't know if I have sulfur on any trains. If I do, then this would be really easy to outsource. If I don't, I do. Why in this way do I have sulfuric acid or sulfur that I didn't actually hook up to anything? I might have just felt that I would need it eventually. And so I had the space and I did it. That would make sense to me. I'll turn this into a pickup as well. I almost have a train sitting there, which isn't really a problem. Then I can get another... I can have that train carry it a short distance. So provide it here. Or I can do the wrong thing. And probably cause myself pain. It isn't keeping up as much as I hoped it would. Means that my scaling up of that was not enough. I need to scale it up even more. This is going okay. The Spidertron crafting is going well. I will need more fission reactors, which is limited by RTGs, which is limited by low density. The low density will be helped by adding those passive providers, which is great. Big electrics are still bad because I haven't done anything to address that. Okay, the blue is still bad because the copper is still bad. Alert. That's fine. I was looking for my Spidertron, my gray Spidertron that I need to give. It doesn't need as many batteries, but they wouldn't hurt. I might give it shields for emergencies. But if not shields, do I just give it batteries? I guess I could do a second Roboport. Just give it a ton of batteries. Cut back that. To provide more robots? I don't actually know if logistics bots do anything. I can't remember. I actually don't think they do. That should be everything. I hope. So, walk here, there. And I'll see how much it can build that. I then need to use it to build a train, which will be its own challenge. Ah. The pickup shouldn't have full fuel, because that will never happen. Oh, yeah, it would never be reliable. Okay, sulfuric acid is still bad. Ah, I've eaten up all the iron. Because my iron is bad, because everything is falling apart. Because I haven't made any meaningful improvements to that in a long time. Really sad. I need to go to more planets. That's just not a base. Never in the mood for building a new base just for iron or copper. That looks like the best source of iron. It is pretty far away. It wouldn't even take that long. I could just fly there, get it mining, set up basic processing that doesn't even need vulcanite, and it would be fine. Okay, except my fix for iron was that I was shipping this. Now sourcing iron from the distant asteroid belt. Do I have a... I do not have anything tracking that properly. Okay, the methane iron ship is like very full of iron. I really just need to invert this. And have this deliver iron down. And deliver the iron down to here, completely backwards. It's just a bad system that I've set up. No, I can't really move all the iron uses down. I'm gonna grab that for a minute. Probably turn this train off. That'd help a little bit. If I did have it invert, I would need to make a drop off for the iron that works into this system. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Because I can have a 3 long thing stop here. Unloading from a 3 into a 4 is fine. The opposite's the only one that's an issue. So converting this to be outbound is much easier. Let's turn that off. Space drop off, but it's gonna now be pickup, but I'm gonna not change the name yet. And iron drop off. This needs to be full cargo inventory now. And just invert the whole thing. Wait, I actually need to change the name of this. Empty cargo. Base iron. Pick up. Oh, it actually updated. Okay. Good. I have to make sure it drops off properly. Then I have to set up the downward system. That's much simpler. Yeah, it'll go to any of these. Oh, some of these might... Yeah, some of these will probably have issues when they're not actually built for balancing across all four. This one I think specifically should be fine, but some of these might be bad, and if it breaks, I'll just fix it then. Because I need this iron to move. That's not correct anymore. Just break this whole thing. It's gonna be way easier to deal with from scratch. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. Okay, so 3. Should function. It will be flawed but functional. Nope, this will just be flawed. This one needs to be replaced by a requester chest. Which will request iron. This should make better use of my shipping. Should this be a buffer chest? Maybe. Probably not. This needs to change name to iron. Pick up. Excuse me. That's gonna need to change names to drop off, but that's fine for now because I can't do anything about it. This needs to change to a full cargo inventory. It's gonna kick me out. Nope, view up to end, not ride. Then iron drop off. Can't do that because it's there. I don't like how that works, but this is full fuel and empty cargo because it's the opposite. Now, this will help supply this, which, if I also add these, we'll have robots doing stuff. This should, I hope, be doing a good job. The issue is this is not ideal. This probably could go up in priority. Like you... so you need to. Not you were able to. It's like... How'd you mess up the channels? This is confusing. I built a... No, that's stone drop-off. Why is there... No, yeah, why did I build a drop-off and a pickup? Because it was clearly meant as a pickup for this. Why did I do that? It's weird. It's like the what was supposed to be as a fake example, what was supposed to be drums was actually I'm trying to think of something that's a trumpet. That's not that far from, it's far from the drums, but what is the furthest thing from drums? Ukulele? Something high pitched? Fiddle. These should probably be productivity'd. Why should these? That hits most of what I need. Without too much overlap. Yeah, I think it makes sense to start with the... I've never made music or anything adjacent, but starting with the underlying sort of background must be simpler to establish, like helping with establishing the rhythm and overall flow, kinda. What am I looking at? The copper's fine now. The iron is appropriately supplemented. That's looking okay. Is the train doing its job? It looks like it is. Oh, the issue with all this iron there. It's not grabbing from this first. It's catching up. Eventually it will be in a better spot. Maybe that should be I don't know, an active provider would be bad. Because then it would take up as much storage as possible. I think that's fine. This is bugging me. I really wanted to leave the ship how it used to be. Oh yeah, I was gonna add more power to these ships. This is not a good ship. Neither is this one. I need this ship to land before I upgrade it. Wherever it is. Is it in the asteroid belt currently? Yes, it is. I did upgrade it, good. Okay, we'll probably cut that down to 180 or something. And just keep an eye on that for a bit. What time is it? Throwing iron into that actually is probably a bad idea. Oh, how has my Spidertron been doing? It did its job! With the recognition that I messed up, I still haven't updated that blueprint. I was watching some old Looney Tunes episodes, and there's a specific one, like Bugs Bunny's career as the bit, and it repeats a specific tune that is now stuck in my head. And it will never leave until I listen to it again. The issue is, in the cartoon, it doesn't get to the end of the song. Which, like, that's the way to clear a song. You have to get to the end of the song. This just sort of cuts off. And it is stuck. That's working quite well. Now I just need to figure out how I want the train to get here. I want a three-way intersection. Don't really have a planned spot for it. Good enough. Now stuff is complaining as always. Straight away. Okay. This is gonna be a weird intersection. Need the exit to be there. Station there and entrance here. Yeah. don't have any of these. I don't need these. I'm running the power. Oops, don't pick that up. Violins are an interesting. Like, I mean, almost all instruments have their place. Violins are probably just the most common string instrument. This will just be a usual pickup. Oh, I don't have any of these, huh? Sounded like a large explosion. But I'm pretty sure it should have just been a landing point. I need those and those. Cut back on these. Wait, I thought I updated those. I did. To go refill the spider. Sit there for a bit and then deliver that. What this spider should have is more. I can't do that. Okay. Exoskeleton legs. That's what would be the most useful to add. Sure, I can't really put more than one if I want the power that I have. Maybe I don't need this much power. That's fine. Okay, this train finally has sulfuric acid. Pick up. Going up. And then it will die. Oh, this is the wrong side. I should have... I forgot the... I forgot the side I have to build this on. Oh well. I'll live with this. How am I going to feed this back into the system? Turn it there. Hopefully that connects properly. This is gonna be terrible. Why is this not? Oh, I have to hold shift. No, that's just being weird. It's not showing the icon. Maybe it just doesn't do that in space. Sulfuric acid. I shouldn't be just doing this in space. I don't have any reason to. Sulfuric acid, drop off. That will be fine. Add one there. Not that it's necessary, really. I don't know, put liquids over here and then they will function. These want me to pump out, but I can't deal with that right now. Somehow I have the exact number of pumps I need. Remarkable. Okay, that will be... Why? Oh, because it's not the right type of pipe. Okay. Sulfuric acid is needed somewhere over here. So I should be able to just run it. Down there. And I have space to run another line one below if I need it. Okay. Boom. This needs my... How is this not in the correct location? Ah, because it's trying to go down. Okay. Drop off. Empty cargo. And I need to add tanks. I saw something I need to focus for a moment. There, should be enough. Yeah. Wow. Gotta be some very strongly spiced spaghetti to really get the flavor in space. But it's still there. And it's broken. Because it's not called... Oh. I forgot how I set this up. Now this train can't get to where it needs to be because it's on the wrong track entirely. And those don't link up. Except if I do go into space again. Yes. Gotta get all the vegetable matter into your system. Okay, so that means that is wrong. I did set it up correctly. This is all gonna get deleted. Wonderful. It's not. I can make it work. Okay, take this. Yeah, put it there. Take one of these. and force it to pump all that into the storage, and then I won't be wasting all of this sulfuric acid that I put because I goofed. And I can't flip it because it's a rail signal. One of this game's limitations that is the most annoying. Just the fact that you can't flip signals for some presumably technical reason. This needs to go space elevator L. It's been too long since I tried to improve any of this. Why is this not emptying anywhere near as fast as I would like? Pumps are weird. The fact that each of these is not using anywhere near their pumping speed, but because it's based on the amount they're moving, or the amount available. So actually you line up a bunch of the pumps and it makes it faster, so it's very silly to me. Adding more will craft too slow. Well, that's good enough for me. Really hate that. And these pumps are gonna have to be moved again, but that's not a huge issue right now. Just need to get an idea of where this needs to run, so that I can space it properly. Train stop. Oh, no, I actually have to rotate that. That's good. Because it is coming from the bottom as well. This is not an intersection, because there should be nothing going. This line should do nothing. These should all build eventually, if I have these. Then I can put this. And pump all this again. It's absolutely horrible. Oh wait, these don't actually need supports. That's good. Weird. Always weird looking. Oh, I missed a spot. Pretty important. now this train needs to not go up. Goes to the pickup. Should fill them. Yeah, that's fast enough, even with only 2. It's a real mess that I left myself. I do kind of like how this pump setup looks. It's silly and impractical, I think, but it's kind of pleasing for some reason. I guess because I'm picturing a real bridge. You know, having all these tanks stored under a bridge for trains to pass over. It's reasonably satisfying. Why is this not filling up more? Because my sulfuric acid is bad because my iron is bad? Iron should be better though, so it shouldn't be specifically that. Yeah, okay, it's the sulfur is the issue. I could mess with this. Yeah, it's easy. I don't have much space because it's iron. But if I... do a direct line into there. Splitter here. Splitter there. Supplement a little bit. That split is nonsense, I think, but... I still am absolutely producing more sulfur than actually use. Or I have the capacity to produce more sulfur than I can actually use because I don't have belt. They shouldn't be causing a splash every time you interact with... Oh, I was on a train, that was weird. Yeah, you should be splashing water every time you go into your chemical facility. You should probably be more carefully managed than that. Goes to space elevator L. It's not connected yet, so I have to wait. Set to manual for now, just for safety. To make sure it doesn't go down the wrong space elevator. Okay, that's a step forward. Now I have sulfuric acid that I can supply at an appropriate rate for science. Maybe even an excessive rate. Can I... Maybe I should have... No, it would be more trains. The value of doing it on the ground would be that I could productivity that, which would cut back on resource drain, but... Oh, it's in space, which is why I should be using this. Do I need to make this in space? Yes, because I'm using the acid that I'm making in space, yeah. Okay, vitalic acid is needed in a couple places, so I need to make sure it's accessible. I don't think I have any other use for sulfuric acid in space. Yeah. So it's just the vitalic acid, so I just need to set up... I should hop off this train, because it will go into space and interrupt me. I just produce vitalic acid here, which is biochemical facilities. I'm just kind of going to place like that for now. That's safe enough. I have only 2 spaceships that are actively doing anything, like automatically. I have one that gets me... Ooh, that's not fast enough. Yeah, it's not unloading enough. Okay, that's fine. I have one that gets me iron from space. And one that ships holmium ingots. I was trying to figure out what it was in my own head. The asteroid belt? The close asteroid belt. What is this complaining about? Oh, okay. Like it mines from this big vein and smelts it and just carries it. It's not optimal in any way, because it would be better to process it with vulcanite probably. But I just needed functional iron because my iron has been suffering for a while. Where longer term it would be better to have the ingots instead of the plates. But that would have taken not a crazy amount of time, but it would have taken more time than this. Especially because at the time... Oh, this is not getting deliveries. At the time, my vulcanite was under producing. And so it would not have been able to help me make iron. Will this launch? No. I don't know which one this is going to go to. I hope it's going to the correct one. But if not, that's fine. Yeah. Ooh. What is Exolander? Do I actually have anything there? Exolander. No. Good. That coronal mass ejection's not going to destroy everything. There. Yeah, in 12 hours that's going to get hit. Oh yeah, I need to keep an eye on my robot. My robot did its job. Excellent. It can go. Oh, I have to reselect it. It can go. And resupply. Why is it complaining? Why? Oh, because I had it destroy stuff. That's why it has that garbage. Can I set this to trash unrequested? Yes, I can. Excellent. That's much more important on a spider. Okay. Everything's looking okay. Just keep sorting this stuff. I was checking my sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is still just bad, or is it something else? Nope, it is just slow. This is horrible. What I should do, actually, is put this here. This will make better use of the supply. Not perfect or anything, it's pretty bad still, but if I priority it, this should be much better. Wonderful. Everything, other than the fact that research always stops at like 95%, everything's going okay right now. Still not utilized, but sulfuric acid is better. Super unstable, but it's still improved. Good. A compact beacon is something that I should have researched a long time ago, but it is instead of the beacons that I've been using, which are huge AoE, I believe the compact beacons have a very small radius, only 2 tiles, but it's more efficient module-wise. So both the compact beacons provide like 7.5 modules worth of effectiveness, which is the same as the wide area beacons. The wide area beacons provide the same, effectively 7.5 modules, but require 5 more modules to achieve it. I still think this is more useful, but if I needed a small, precise beacon, there is a use case for the compact beacons. These are radius of 3. So basically it would hit 1 tile less than a normal beacon, while still being more, being more efficient than a normal beacon. So 8 modules with 50% transmission is 4 modules versus 7.5. But these wide areas are so much more, there's a much wider application for them. Yeah. Like, the only reason, like, I have these beacons in places because I don't need better than basic beacons. Compacts might be smaller too. Like, instead of 4x4, compacts might be smaller. It doesn't look like it tells me. So I don't actually know. Maybe they're 2x2, maybe they're 3x3. It's like, maybe there's probably potential use cases, but wide areas are just easy. What specifically is killing the research right now? Energy. Probably because I'm crafting energy shields, is my hope. Electromagnetic, well that's fine actually, but force field data, and the force field data is being cannibalized because the electromagnetic field data is being used here. That's pretty annoying. I do just need to drop that to that, because the fact that it's crafted 60 of these when I need the force field data to craft the next tier, and the... Anyway, that's why the research isn't going. That makes sense. Those are basically just storage units. It's very silly. Okay, it's going fine. How can... Oh yeah, because I don't actually have any place for it to go. I have no use for it. It just exists. Can I ignore this? No. Okay, whatever. I'll get used to the flashing again. Ship just left? Nope. It has been gone for a while. I need to watch this for a bit. I need to see how it behaves. And see what issues I can fix. Also, I need to check the speed. I could probably go a little bit faster. Because I added a bunch of... I think I at least doubled my accumulators, so... Peaceful landing, please. 20 seconds. And I can keep an eye on it, see how it chooses to behave. I think I have a bad output. I think my output system is horrible. Yes, this is not a good system because I'm very obviously underutilizing. Because if I have 6 output, I need 6 here. Even if I'm merging the belts, I need to actually match the numbers, which I just didn't think about properly. That's good. I need to figure out how long that needs to be. I really need to get these platforms out of here. It's a huge waste of space. Methane's healthy. Okay, this is one ship. I have the issues with adding more automated spaceships is I want to do ion stream engines, but you need to those can only fly in space. They can't launch from the surface, which means if I want to do that, I need to set up space elevators, but space elevators have issues of I don't have the resources to supply the cables because my stuff is bad and not capable of keeping up with that many additional elevators. I guess I should do math for a second. These move 864 divided by 360. 2.4. 2.4 times 12? 2.4 times 12. These move. I'm going to round that down to 25, just for simplicity. 25 items per second. Each stack is there, so 4 seconds per each stack. 4 seconds. 6 stacks every 4 seconds. And there are 512. 512 divided by 4, 128. 512 seconds. It's a little less than that. So I can say it needs to wait for 500 seconds, which also means it needs to load for 500 seconds. But that should transfer a full warehouse of iron every trip. It should be fast enough, I hope. This is still slow because that sulfuric acid is slow, which it really shouldn't be as slow as it is, but it just is slow. Maybe if I added one of these here, it would somehow help. Yes, that would absolutely help because the buffer there gets fed into the buffer above, where now it will split the buffers between the two, which I think is preferable. It's better. It's doing its job. Good, 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 good. I could do more core. I could do core mining, but it's just, it doesn't feel like it's worth the effort. I was trying to go to my spiders. I have 15 minutes. I want to see if I can use Please just let me separate this one. Okay, I should make it easier to click. Change it to a different color. So, these will need defenses. Yeah. It gets interesting. It doesn't even look like it's that. It's not like it doesn't seem that bad in terms of resource production. It's just sort of the idea of train stations aren't complicated, but I don't have a proper place a single blueprint auto build it for to make all the train stations that I would need to build not incredibly tedious. It just feels like it would hurt to continue scaling it up every time just for the diminishing returns. Okay. I think I'm gonna try 2 energy shields and 2 lasers. I think the lasers are bad and not gonna help nearly enough. These need to be a different color. Okay, I've got missiles. I don't know why this has a steel chest in it. I must have shift-clicked it. I don't think I need logistic spots. Actually, I should enable that. Maybe I can give myself this just so I'm slightly less likely to die. Okay. These don't move fast enough, so I'm gonna set this. So, this will not do a good job of clearing a big mess. So, I need to pick an easy bunch. There's actually a lot of iron there that I really should be mining, considering I have this whole area reasonably controlled. Yeah, I should be able to clear out some of these. The rockets do 440, the explosive rockets do 330, but there's some AoE as part of it. I'm gonna have that auto target. Just always. I love watching these move, it's pretty fun. These little lights are kind of funny looking. Guess they're maybe sensors or something, if there's any logic to them. They're fun. Eventually getting a proper bundle of those will be pretty good. Oh, only a single extra movement speed is still a huge improvement. Do I need this much power gen? Can I ditch one and go 2 more exoskeletons? Exoskeletons are cooler because it's just fast, and faster spiders. A faster robot spider is cooler. A faster real spider is significantly scarier. These goofy spiders. It's fun to watch them walk. Ooh, there's a horde coming. Neat. Very well timed. I get to watch it. Yeah. The behemoths are very strong. Now it's testing time. These have 1,000 hit points of battery, and each of those should recover 247 per second. As long as they take less than that, or less than double that, it should be reasonably safe. Okay, let's see if this group can just walk into this without dying. Yeah, I know, they still lose their shield incredibly quickly. Oh, they get really bogged down by the bit on the ground, huh? Despite the fact that visually they should be able to just walk, they just get stuck on it. That really sucks. This seems to be recharging really slowly. That's because I drained all of my power in that short period of time. Which might be 7 megawatts. 7, 14, 18. Oh, yep, it's probably the laser defense. Shooting almost 5 shots per second, 50 kilojoules per shot. And I can't remember if it shoots at... And I have 2 of them, I don't know if they shoot at multiple targets each. Yeah, the fact they just kind of get stuck that badly. Might mean that I need... Like, exoskeletons might reduce the damage taken. If I have them zigzag across the nest. That slowdown is really annoying. That's hugely limiting. Because I would think, oh, they step into the ground, then they pick it up and move. Their main thing doesn't actually make contact with the ground where the spit is sitting, but they still get caught. It's okay though. This is tiny hordes, and it's not doing as well as I would like. I have to do this. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Well, Spidertrons are really bad, I think. It's my current decision. The fact that they're so impacted by the spit on the ground. Means that it absolutely seems like you need a horde of them to do anything. Okay. I'm just gonna sit here so that I can pick my stuff up. Well, there go more Spidertrons. Oh well. They're terrible anyway, is my absolute choice. At this point, I need rocket fuel. Do I have any in these chests? No. It's a shame that they're so bad. Okay, further up. I know they're kind of weak and they shouldn't necessarily be able to base tank everything, but in Space Age they were significantly better when I played with them. Anyway. Disappointing. Even with the shields, they're kind of horrible at this stage of the game. Why was that flickering? Okay, and these shields are also terrible because they cause flickering for no reason. I can't control quick these into the trash because they're ammo. Well, these Spidertrons were incredibly underwhelming for clearing nests. Eventually these might be usable, but it's far from now. It's not going to happen for a while. It's too similar. Eventually, 18 Spidertrons hopefully is usable. But currently, they're useless for anything but building. Building is great. They're very good for that. But I guess next Saturday, I will make progress on the bio research. I should be able to set up the second tier now. I have the sulfuric acid. Everything else... I already have that. Everything else should be obtainable. Though I might need to set up a bio sludge from biomass recipe. If that's what I need to do. I think it's the correct choice to set it up once I run out of all of this wood. But that will take a little while. So, that's that. The spiders were very disappointing. Which is unfortunate. So, thanks for watching, listening, chatting, hanging out. Have a nice night, day, etc. Just notice those are the two types of biomass. It's very odd. Bye-bye.